you very much. Can I call upon Assembly Member Boff as the leader of the Conservative group?
Thank you, Chair. We, of course, support in general, Boris's budget. But we do see that it needs nuancing. We're pleased that he has accepted our proposal for the problem of homelessness amongst veterans, which we think has been ignored for too long. And so we're very pleased that he's taken that into account in his budget. We do not think it's time for perks. And on perks, one of the reasons that we or the only reason that we as members of the London Assembly are elected is in order to hold the Mayor to account. Now, we've seen this morning 16 members deciding that they didn't want to do that job. This morning they decided not to quiz the Mayor. They decided not to hold him account. Only this side wanted to quiz him. And consequently, perhaps what those members who decided to make their life easier by skipping their job today, perhaps if they'd like to refund their money, if they would like to refund their salaries back to the electorate, there's £848,000 in one fell swoop. We are earning our money. You're just taking it from the taxpayers. With regard to the cycling, I mean, I know that Jenny wants to pretend that we are anti-cycling somewhere, and she knows we're not. She knows that we have more cycling members on this group than they have on all the other groups. So it's rather ridiculous to say that we're pathologically anti-cycling, especially since. And to suggest that the Mayor is even more ridiculous when cycling is at record numbers with record spending, and therefore the idea that the Mayor is anti-cycling just doesn't wash. Now let's go on to the other amendment. I love the Labour Party's consistency in this. The consistency is that for while they were in government, what got us into this financial position in the first place, what got them into this financial position in the first place is believing in fake money, fake budgets and fake policies. And so in that respect, this amendment that they have is entirely consistent with what they've done before. But let's just remember what this budget is talking about. It's talking about putting off the costs, putting off the decision to the future. They're saying you can have it all now, someone else will pay, and it's easy money. Chair, this is not a budget, it is a Ponzi scheme. Yes. It is pyramid selling. It is the idea that you can produce money from nowhere and no one has to pay except the other guy. It lacks realism, it lacks honesty. And to be honest, I am absolutely astonished that members who cost £848,000 can come up with a thinly veiled lie that could have been produced by one of our very good primary schools in London. We are backing this Mayor. In the period of his office, despite the accusations of the Labour leader, he has managed to deliver more affordable housing than his predecessor over the equivalent period. There has been a record number of affordable properties and family properties, and in fact it's the highest amount of building over that period since the early 90s, ladies and gentlemen, since the early 90s. Once again, they keep saying that if you keep attacking the Tories for being anti-cycling or anti-housing, hopefully nobody will look at the facts, because you may be on the side of the lies, but we're on the side of the truth. And the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, that the Labour Party promises. They will promise you anything. They will promise you absolutely anything, and they will tell you that somebody else has to pay. The Labour Party promises, but it's only the Tories who deliver. Thank you very much.